Hey, how y'all doing? This is Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91, and this time I'm reviewing Smallville Season 3, Episode 10, and this is the mid-season finale. And what happens on this week's episode, Clark's in a jewelry store, and he's there to buy his mother a gift, and he's looking through all the jewelry, and a guy shows him this brooch made of kryptonite. And while then two guys come into the jewelry store, one's a metahuman, and he's able to use his voice at a high frequency that way to break stuff. And he uses his ability, and Clark's trying to stop the guy with the gun, and he uses his heat vision, but he doesn't know the brooch is done from the table whenever this metahuman uses his powers, and his heat vision hits the kryptonite brooch, and it flares back into Clark's eyes, and he's blind. And he's blind throughout this whole episode, and he's trying to cope with that and figure out what he can do. But while he's blind, he gets his super hearing, and this is the first time he gets his super hearing, so he's trying to train his ears that way he can use it the way it needs to be used, like all his other abilities that he's got so far. And his father is, Jonathan Kent's helping him do this, because what happens is Pete's mother is the judge for this guy who got arrested, and Pete winds up coming up missing because the metahuman with the voice power kidnapped Pete. And Clark doesn't know who it is because he's not able to see. All he can do is hear the truck, and he tries to tell the sheriff this, but with him just hearing it, there's nothing really she can go by. And Clark's trying to find Pete by using his super hearing, and Jonathan Kent is training him to be able to focus his hearing on a certain sound. So they turn on all the equipment in the shed, in the barn, and Clark has to focus on Jonathan Kent's voice, and he's able to do this. Well, Clark is in town with Lana waiting on his dad, and he hears the same truck that kidnapped Pete, so he jumps on the back of it and tells Lana to tell his dad, and Clark goes to the place where Pete's being held at, and he's trying to save Pete. But while in doing so, the metahuman flashes a torch in front of his eyes, and Clark starts to get his vision back. And he's able to see, but he has to wear glasses. And he is steadily trying to find Pete, and he uses the super hearing to be able to find Pete, because this metahuman, is put Pete into the back of a car into a smusher at a junkyard, and Pete's about to be smushed to death, and Clark gets to him just in time to save him. And the guy who is on trial goes to jail because Pete's mother is able to do her job. And other than that, all that's really happening is Lex Luthor finds out that Lionel Luthor has been talking about him behind his back, and Lionel thinks Chloe does it, so Lionel fires Chloe from the Daily Planet, and Clark finds out that Chloe has been investigating him since the end of last season. That's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Clark has his new ability to super hearing, what's going to happen with that? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, as always, this has been an episode of Retro TV 91. See you next time.